Hello, what's good, YouTube? Hope you guys are all doing well today, and welcome to another episode of Staying in D1. As you guys saw in the last episode, we ended up with 4 points, and now we're moving forward with our 4-4-1-1 team that I had some mixed feelings about, and mainly it's because of Diego Milito being in that center forward position. He doesn't really fit the CF position, to be honest with you guys, and that's more my fault for putting him there more than anything. He's more of a striker, but Higuain is a beast, so no complaints there. And our midfielders are great. They got great long shots, great shot power, and if you guys haven't seen, second in form Inler came out today, or yesterday rather, and he's got 96 long shots, 99 shot power, so expect a squad builder with him very, very soon. But the first match of this episode, we come up against a 4-3-3 full Brazilian team, and I had a lot of trouble in the beginning of this match. In the first couple minutes of the match, he's going to get the ball as I'm very, very sloppy with it with Di Maria. And Batu does make a run, eventually a very nice run at that, and over the top through ball, takes a shot on goal. We make an incredible save, but he gets it right back, puts it in the third minute, and I was very upset at myself for conceding so early in the match. It really changes your whole play style. And again, another insane over the top through ball, and you guys have all had this happen to you probably. The over the top through ball comes, it auto switches to your defender in the air, and you kind of freeze for a moment, and he ends up getting the extra step ahead of you, and he scores, giving me a 2-0 deficit at the end of the first half there. But we decided to make a change. We decided to put in Mikkeli instead of Diego Milito, and that was the world of difference, and that's what I really want to talk about. Sometimes that one little change, that one player might not fit the role, and it will make the whole difference of your team. You guys see in the beginning of the second half, we move the ball nicely, and Guarin makes a nice move with a nice ball roll, puts it in clinically to go ahead and give us one goal back, so now it's not 2-1. My confidence was up at this point. My defense was playing on point. It was just very, very good from here on out. Mikkeli just made the world of difference, as I mentioned before. And really, when you guys are making your teams, pay attention to who you're putting in the positions. I mean, I made the mistake. I put in Diego Milito as a center forward. It did not work out. The second I put in Mikkeli, it just changed the whole dynamic of the team. And it just shows that one player really can make a difference. You guys can see just passing the ball seemed way better. People are making more runs. Diego Milito isn't there to be out of position. And we eventually end up getting a third goal of the match there. And now we're at 3-2. But we weren't done. Mikkeli, again, a nice ball. He was just feeding Higuain beautifully. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. One after another. Higuain with another goal. And we weren't done there. Our defense is still playing stellar. He still cannot score against me. One more time, Mikkeli to Higuain. This little partnership is working beautifully. We're going to tramp. Nope, we're not. We're going to go near post. Higuain's going to go ahead and put it in again. Another goal. He's just scoring goal after goal after goal. But Mikkeli and Higuain, look at this. Another ball from Mikkeli and another goal from Higuain. So I was going the whole match, Mikkeli to Higuain, over and over and over. And man, was that a little beautiful partnership. Higuain just went crazy that game. Look at the match stats. Completely owned them in the second half, and we walk away with 7 points now. 2 wins, 1 draw, 0 losses. And we move on to the next match. He's using a 5 at the back, the most dreaded formation for me, 5-2-2-1. I hate coming up against this. And you're going to see he's got a terrible chemistry team. It's got 81 chemistry, all these dead links, but for some odd reason, they played amazing. And this is sometimes why I don't understand how this happens. Like, his team just played so well. In the beginning of the match, again, just like the last match, I played terribly, just sloppy with the ball, and Hulk, look at that for a finish. Goes far post right across with his left foot, and it goes skying into the back of the net, and as soon as he scored, he pauses it. I said, you know what, let me go ahead and make the change now. Let me go ahead and take Diego Milito out of the game, put in Mikkeli one more time, because I don't want to go ahead and fall too far behind, especially conceding this early on, just like I did in the last game. Oh man, I gotta be very, very careful. But no matter what I did, I couldn't get any passing sequence going. I couldn't get any shots on target. Everything seemed to be just off completely. First touches seemed to be off. Couldn't really get anything going. And it was just one of those games, frustrating games where things don't go your way. Now, I don't believe in handicap. I don't believe in scripting, so I don't think it was anything of that. It perhaps may have been fitness, because I do look at my players here, and Di Maria, his stamina bar is a little bit lower than usual, especially only 25 minutes in the game. So what I went ahead and did, I said, you know what? Let me try a new formation on this game. Let me go ahead and go with the 3-5-2 to give me an extra attacker up front rather than just a center forward and a striker. Play around a little bit with the center center backs, make sure everyone is in the right position there, and we got rid of Santon and put in Gustavo, I believe, as our central offensive mid. And from there on out, we still could not score. I mean, I'm glad I did make the changes, however, because I did feel that I was able to stop his attack a little bit more. I feel like 3 at the back is way better against the counter. So we eventually got a free kick here, and I'm gonna try to take it with Steven Gerrard, the legend, who tried to soar this one over the wall, but man, terrible free kick, goes way over the crossbar. Nothing that I will get out of that one. Again, we're gonna go to Mikeli, right to Di Maria, and look at that again. His stamina bar is gone. Nothing. He's on red, no battery, nothing. Eventually, I thought I was able to get that one. We do not. We get a corner, and again, nothing. Just could not get anything going, and that's going to be really the end of the first half. Got a shot off with Mikeli, but he did block it. So now we are into the second half with our adjustments. I go down the wings here as I find Simeon Pepe, I believe I put in, cross it in, and look at that. No one's on Mikeli, but somehow I do not win the header, and he ends up clearing it. Now it's the 90th minute, and you guys know what's going to happen. I'm probably going to concede. Jordi Alba down the wings, crosses it. Woo! What a save by our keeper. He ends up getting a corner, though, and you guys can see he's on defensive or ultra defensive, one of the two. But he's going to call over his player and try to maintain possession of the ball. We get it. It goes out for another corner. So, again, what is he going to do? He's going to call over his player, try to pass it to him one more time. But look what he does. He doesn't stay near the corner flag. He goes and crosses it anyway. I get possession. Time is ticking. 88th minute. I need to go ahead and move the ball. Higuain, a nice over-the-top through ball to Mikeli. We're going to go ahead and intercept this pass. Makes a mistake. Shot on goal. A goal! Mikeli comes through for us in the 90th minute. Thank goodness we do not end up losing this game. It was going to be a frustrating loss, but woo! We end up fighting and fighting and fighting, and finally we score. We finally don't lose against a 5 at the back team, man. Woo! Finally. It was just so frustrating, so sick of these 5 at the back teams. I don't know what it is. I know you guys say, a lot of you guys leave comments and say, dude, I don't really lose against 5 at the back. I lose a lot against the 3-5-2 or, you know, the formations with a lot of midfielders. But to be honest with you guys, I don't have trouble against those. I have trouble against 5 at the back teams on ultra defensive, even when they don't have chemistry. I don't know what it is. I always have trouble with it. But with that said, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you like my content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel for daily uploads. And also, one more thing I want to talk about. Please ignore anybody who is posting links on these comments saying that you'll get free players on Ultimate Team. They are all scams. I had some douchebag send me a message saying I scammed his players. And you guys know that I would never do such a thing. I would never steal from anybody. I'm not that type of person. I haven't even take donations from people for me to steal something. So it's very insulting for some douchebag to send me a comment saying, hey, you stole my 5 players. So with that said, to that person who sent me that message, you can go do you know what to yourself, because that's just terrible. To even come at me and start swearing like he started to is just messed up of you. But with that said, you guys all have a good one. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.